So the qualifier league starts next week for JP, and we get, of course, the announcement for the KAGE League Award dinner with it. And I want to make a prediction for it, because if I'm right, I'm gonna say I'm right. So if you go in the news right here, we have nothing about the KAGE League Award because they only really announced the unit during the qualifier. When the qualifier starts is when they announce which unit it will be. I mean, they don't give a picture of it or announce how it's gonna be, they just announce the character. So it is pretty much what I'm gonna be doing. I mean, once we get the character, we're gonna have more of an idea of who he can be, of what he can do, excuse me. So, first KAGE League Award unit was, of course, Sage Naruto. And you see a trend with all the KAGE League Award units is that they all have these two abilities of health seal and attack, health boost and attack boost. So you can expect that from any other units, but the other abilities seem to not have a distinction with their character. It's something that I've been seeing because you see, like, Kakashi ignores damage reduction, but there's not many Kakashis that do that, or like nullify chakra reduction field skill, field effect. One big example is Itachi, because all Itachis you see, all they do is like dodge, right? This Itachi doesn't. It just nullifies type disadvantage and boost speed, which no Itachi is like actually fast. So I'm gonna try to also speculate the abilities, but it's not gonna be easy because of that. So we'll see a trend. It was Sage Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, Minato, and Itachi. This means that there is no trend at all, and it can be whoever we want. Because really, Naruto and Sasuke, right? It made sense. They're kind of from the same arc. So Naruto obtains Sage mode, so he goes capture Sasuke, or I mean retrieve Sasuke. Sasuke is at his EMS form. He just obtained the imperfect Susanoo. Kakashi is kind of from the same. No, Kakashi is from the War arc. It's not even like from the same arc as them, because this Kakashi has that ultimate where he uses the Kamui to bring the kunai. He doesn't do that like during the Sasuke retrieve arc and stuff. So this Kakashi is from a completely different arc. He doesn't have the X on his chest. I think he does on the let me actually bring this up. I think he does have the X on his chest. He does. No, he doesn't. Okay, interesting. So he doesn't have the X on his chest during the, but he is from the arc, I'm pretty sure, because I don't recall him ever using the Kamui like that in any other way other than the war. So he's from that arc. Minato can be from whatever arc, because really Minato during the whole series, except when he's KCM, he's like the same person. He's like, oh, I'm the Hokage, and that's it. There's no correlation to anything. Minato has zero correlation to any of the story like that is told in here. And then Itachi is like the nail in the coffin. It makes no sense. So it can be whoever we want, but I was really expecting it to be Sakura. Sakura should have been after Kakashi, because then it makes sense. You go from Team 7 and then you start doing other stuff. But no, they completely ignore Sakura. So Sakura is one of the options that I really want to see. Sakura can be a unit that hits really hard, because that's pretty much what she does in the anime, right? We see that they kind of do something that correlates to them in the anime. Naruto, I mean, actually Naruto makes no correlation at all. His jutsu does, because he does the Rasengan, I guess. But Sasuke, honestly, they don't. They just don't. They make no. These KAGE League Award units, it makes no sense. I mean, Minato does because he's fast, right? But I mean, Sage Naruto is really fast, but he is decently fast, so I guess it makes sense. But Minato makes sense. He's the fastest character, I guess. He is called the fastest character. He's not really, because Naruto, I mean, he becomes faster than Minato, but it doesn't matter. So Minato is the fastest unit in the game. Makes sense. He's a fast boy. Itachi should have had dodge, but it makes no sense. But it does make sense that when he jutsus, he cannot be jutsu back, because maybe he wants to kind of emulate that he puts the enemy in a genjutsu, I guess. I don't know. So Sakura would be just a hit hard unit, and maybe heal. I don't know how they would implement heal to actually be good, because healing on PvP is not good. They tried with Pain. When Pain jutsus, right, the Blazing Bash Pain, he heals himself back. They tried doing that, but it didn't really work. Maybe they'll try doing something again when they release Sakura, where Sakura hits really hard and she heals. She can be like a better Pain, right? Because Pain is just like that, hits hard and he heals. she could be a better version of Pain, because every single one of these characters is a better version of someone else. This Naruto is a better version of Blazing Bash Hashirama. This Sasuke is a better version of this Obito right here. This Obito, is it this one? Yeah, this Orbital right here, he's a better version of him, because same thing, they do the same thing, they reduce a chakra by 1, but of course this Sasuke does much more than that, so he's kind of a better version than this guy. Kakashi is a better version than Blazing Bash Itachi. Blazing Bash Itachi does basically the same thing, 50% for Switch Ceiling and Chakra Ceiling. He does better because it's Jutsu Ceiling, it's way better than Chakra Ceiling. Minato is a better version of his counterpart, Blazing Bash Minato. I do believe he is a better Minato than the other Minato, and Itachi is I wouldn't say he's a better Blazing Bash Skill Mother. Blazing Bash Skill Mother, I feel like it's better than this Itachi. Blazing Bash Skill Mother is a very underrated unit, but they tried making a better Blazing Bash Madara with this Itachi, so I do believe they could make some similar case of the Sakura, where they try to make a better version of the Blazing Bash Pain. Another character is Obito. Every single thing that can ever come out, Obito is gonna be something, because Obito, literally, I mean, he is kind of a main character because he's kind of like, I want to say Obito is more of a main villain than Madara, because Madara, he only appears at the end, but Obito kind of does everything in the anime. Like every evil thing that exists is because of Obito, pretty much. So how many Obitos we have? Literally every single thing that they could put Obito in, they will. So I do expect an Obito, maybe Toby. We've not seen a Toby in a while. I don't know if they would, because Toby, although he's a very remarkable character, yeah, I could see Toby. Toby is a really remarkable character. I really like the character of Toby, because it's completely different than Obito. It could be Toby, but there's no telling. But Obito will be a Kage League unit, 100%. They squeeze Obito in everything. Neji, we've not seen a new Neji in so long, and he really deserves a new one. Oh, if they do make Obito, I would believe he will be a fast unit, because every single Obito is quite fast, and he will be a knockback speed god unit. I do think so. I think he will be I think he will be a better version of Rage Obito. You know? I think he will knock you back and steal 2 chakra from you. I feel like they would do that. No joke. They would do that. And even better, Blazing Bash is about to come out. They could make a unit that counters the Minato and this Obito at the same time, but not being knocked back in the speed gauge. So it would be an interesting thing. I feel like if they release Obito, he would do that. Just for trolling. But Neji would be, of course, an AoE unit, as he always is. Speed reduction could be a thing. He could ignore being jutsu just like Itachi. I can see it, because of course in the anime he does protect himself with his things. And I mean, other than that, Neji, he's kind of like a one-dimensional jutsu based character, so you would see him just hitting hard on an AoE jutsu. That's what I can see from him. There's nothing bad if it's just a unit that just hits hard on an AoE jutsu, because that's pretty much what Final Fight Sasuke does, right? Final Fight Sasuke doesn't do anything, he just hits hard. I mean, he does more, right? He does, because he hits hard on Bravery, Wisdom, and Heart, and also, of course, basically ignores types of advantage skill. Final Fight Sasuke does way more than that, but pretty much what he does in his jutsu is hit hard. So Neji could just be a unit that hits hard. I can see that 100%. And be a tank as well. Have like 60,000 health. Because Kakashi, he also has like what? He has 60,000. Oh, 52,000 health. Okay, 52,000 health. But yeah, they could totally make Neji a 60,000 health unit, make him a really good tank. And then of course I brought Sai. Now Sai is again Team 7. They could totally make him into Team 7 with Sakura, because at the time, Sasuke was not in Team 7. Of course, he was, you can see he's in the Taka affiliation. So this Sasuke is, of course, not within the Team 7 at this point in the anime. So Sai could totally be filling the gap for Sasuke, just like, again, in the anime. Sai could be one. We've not seen, like, Sai. When was the last time we saw Sai in this game? I have to actually search, okay. They didn't even have a pre-made. Yeah, we have 2 Sais. This guy is one of the worst units in the game, and this guy is a really old PvP unit. How old is he? He released on November of 2017. Yeah, he's goddamn old. So Sai could be totally a new character. I mean, jutsu-wise, I can't say for sure because, again, Sai doesn't have much. He could be a dodge in it. Not only because he does have like this, but none of these units that we have right now are like dodge based. I mean, Itachi, you can kind of say he is because when he jutsus, he cannot be jutsued back, so technically he's dodging. But really, none of these units are dodge based. None of them have extreme dodge. And Sai could be one of them that has extreme dodge. So it could be, again, they don't really correlate with the characters themselves, as you can see by Itachi. He doesn't have dodge in his abilities like every Itachi does. So, I mean, it's like that. And then the last one is Sasori. I pushed Sasori to maybe be the Blazing Festival, and it ended up being Gaara. I mean, I had said that Gaara was probably going to be the Blazing Festival, and then I said that afterwards that Sasori could have been there. And Sasori can still be the Kage League Reward unit, because we're still fitting in the theme for Akatsuki. We had PvP Award Itachi, we had Super Impact Deidara, we can totally have a Kage League Sasori to fit in the theme. Oh yeah, we had Emergency Mission Akatsuki Orochimaru as well. The Sasori could totally be the new Kage League Award unit, and of course, he would have probably slip damage like every Sasori has, but they would do something about it. They had to do something about that. They could make him a unit that nukes when a character is slip damaged. That could be a thing, right? Because what they did with Blazing Bash Sasori was when they released Sasori, right? Let me bring him up. When they released Blazing Bash Sasori, they made him so he would slip damage, right? With his normal jutsu. And with his ultimate as well, 100%. Because Deidara, which was released with him, Deidara, which was released with him, would do more damage against units that were slip damaged. They could do that for Sasori. When the unit is slip damaged, he would like very much nuke them, like one-shot him. So that could be a thing. Again, hard to tell because slip damage is one of those things that no units have protection against. Really, you see all these units, they always have protection against mobilization, damage reduction. I mean, damage reduction would be protection against damage, right? But I'm saying like they have protection against mobilization, switch sealing, chakra sealing. No one has protection against slip damage. He could be a unit that actually nukes really hard on slip damage. Like, does like 60k damage on a unit that has slip damage. So it could be a thing. Yeah, these are our predictions. If I nail any one of these 5, I know I'm giving 5 options, so it's a lot of them, but I don't care. If I nail any one of these, I'm gonna count it as a win, okay? Leave me in the comments which character you think. I mean, I'm more linear towards Obito, because again, they shove Obito as much as they can in this game, so I'm very much linear towards Obito more than anything. But yeah,